I'm going to keep this straightforward because I know a lot of people feel a little stuck when the hype around portable projectors starts sounding like a sales pitch. You've probably seen the glossy ads promising a cinema in a suitcase, wondered if the price is really worth it, and worried about ending up with a dim picture that only works in a blackout room. That hesitation is real, and the goal of this review is to help you see whether this XGIMI Elfin Flip actually delivers the value you're looking for in everyday use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Elfin Flip is marketed as a 4K laser projector that you can set up on a coffee table, a bookshelf, or even hang from the ceiling with a quick-release mount. In practice, that flexibility translates to a few concrete scenarios. If you're the type who likes to binge a series in a small apartment, you can pull the unit out of its carry case, place it on a nightstand, and within a minute you have a 100-inch image that fills the wall. The built-in Harman Kardon speakers are surprisingly loud for a device this size, so you don't immediately need a separate soundbar for casual viewing. For a family movie night on a weekend, you can dim the lights, throw a blanket on the floor, and the projector's laser source gives you a vivid picture without the rainbow smears you sometimes see with LED units. The biggest practical strength of the Elfin Flip is its optical zoom. Unlike many portable models that rely on digital scaling, this projector uses a lossless zoom mechanism that keeps the image crisp even when you need to shrink the screen to fit a tighter space. I tried it in a bedroom that only allowed a 70-inch diagonal. The picture stayed sharp, and the colors stayed true, which is a direct result of the RGB triple laser light engine. That kind of color fidelity is especially noticeable when you watch nature documentaries or high-contrast action movies. The greens look lush, the blacks stay deep, and the whites don't wash out. Another area where the Elfin Flip stands out is latency. The manufacturer highlights a 1 millisecond response time, and I tested it with a popular fast-paced shooter. The input lag was essentially unnoticeable, meaning you can use the device for competitive gaming without the frustration of a delayed screen. The built-in Google TV platform also means you won't need an extra streaming stick. You get the full suite of apps like Netflix, YouTube, and Disney Plus right out of the box, all navigated with the remote or voice commands. That integration removes a common pain point for people who end up with a projector but then have to buy a separate Roku or Fire TV to get the content they actually want. Now, let's talk about the conditions where the Elfin Flip might fall short. The 1600 ISO lumens rating is respectable, but it still assumes you can control ambient light to a degree. In a fully lit living room with large windows, the picture will look fine at a moderate size, but you'll start to see a slight gray wash if you try to push it to the maximum 100-inch diagonal. That's not a flaw, it's just the physics of projection, but it's something to keep in mind if you don't want to invest in blackout curtains or a dedicated home theater room. Also, while the built-in speakers are adequate for everyday TV, they won't replace a dedicated sound system for an immersive home theater experience. If you're the kind of viewer who wants that deep bass, surround sound feel, you'll still need to route audio to external speakers. Battery life is another practical consideration. The unit itself doesn't have a large internal battery, so you'll be relying on a power outlet for anything longer than an hour or two. That means the portable label is more about size and ease of relocation than true cordless operation. For a quick presentation in a coffee shop or an impromptu movie on a camping trip where you can run a generator, that's fine, but you shouldn't expect a full night marathon on battery alone. The weight of the projector, at under 5 pounds, does make it easy to carry, and the matte mocha brown finish helps it blend into a living room aesthetic better than a bright plastic shell. Who should buy the Elfin Flip? If you already own a decent TV but want the occasional larger-than-life experience without committing to a full home theater installation, this is a solid middle ground. It's also a good fit for gamers who need low latency and want a big screen without the latency spikes you sometimes see with HDMI-connected TV setups. The built-in Google TV makes it an all-in-one solution for anyone who doesn't want to juggle extra dongles. Finally, the optical zoom and true laser color system give you confidence that the image will stay sharp and vibrant across a range of throw distances, which is a rare combination at this price point. On the flip side, no pun intended, if you live in a bright suburban home with large windows and you're looking